a film. Well, strictly speaking, it's a documentary. It's called Sons of Cuba. It's a film made inside the Havana Boxing Academy, the beating heart of a nation's greatest achievement, its boxing success. Now, the tiny Caribbean island has dominated amateur boxing since 1972 at the Munich Olympics. The film follows three young hopefuls. They rise at 4 a.m. and they are the future heroes, potentially men that Fidel Castro called the standard bearers of the revolution. Okay, that's the way it looks at it. Now, the DVD is out on September the 20th. It's called The Sons of Cuba, and the man behind the film is Andrew Lang.
Well, I first got interested in it when I read an article in the UK Times after the Olympics in 2004 when Mario Kindelan beat Amir Khan in the final. Mm-hmm. There's an interview with Kindelan, and the journalist asked him why Cubans were so good at boxing, and he said, ours is a small country, we live to fight, we're fighters in all walks of life. So I immediately had the idea of making a film that looked at the kind of struggle for survival in Cuba through the story of a boxer.
And was it difficult getting access to the academy?
Yeah, it was difficult. It took about a year to get the shooting permits and so on. But we worked with a completely Cuban crew. I was the only foreigner
in the team
involved in that. And once we'd done that, then it was pretty plain sailing.
Okay. And did it surprise you just how important Cuban boxing is to Cubans? Were you shocked by how serious they take it?
Yes, I mean, obviously it is surprising when you see, like, 9-year-old kids getting up at 4 in the morning to train for 2 hours in the dark, training a total of 4 hours a day at that age. It is surprising, but I think boxing kind of suits the Cuban personality very well because and particularly the kind of ethos of the Cuban Revolution, because it's all about fighting and survival and sort of determination and guts and spirit and all those sort of things.
Yeah, all the kind of things that are perfect for boxing. Now, but there are some problems recently and lots of pros defecting. I mean, there was 25 years with just half a dozen went, and there's been about 2 dozen in the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's right.
How's that being received in Havana?
I mean, what we capture in the film is the first 3 defections, Gamboa, Solis and Jan Bartolomé, 3 Olympic champions. And their defection really opened the floodgates. And now it seems like virtually anyone who can is trying to get on a speedboat to Miami. Things are changing. Gone are the days when Teofilo Stevenson was asked to defect and said, what's $10 million compared to the love of 10 million Cubans? People don't say that anymore. They don't feel that the same kind of loyalty.
That's Andrew Lang, the director and filmmaker and the man behind the film called Sons of Cuba. It goes on sale on the 20th of September. It is quite exceptional. Well,